Buongiorno. I am back. I'm back in Terracini. I'm back in this side of the island, and I'm on my morning walk, and it's been unusually hot here. 2 days ago in Noto, it was 104. So it's been really hot, but I was here 2 years ago the same month, and it was no way this hot. So this is unusual. And this morning when I stepped out of my casa, my house, my glasses fogged up. So it's really humid too. But it's nothing better. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about, I wanted to go to the other side of the island because I had never been there. I'd been to Taormina a couple of times, and I wanted to see a couple of other places, Noto and Siracusa, and I have to be honest. I know Americans want to go to Taormina, and I'm sure a lot of other countries, people from other countries want to go there too. It's a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful town. It's very touristy, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And if you're touring and you want to see things, and just see them and, come and go, you definitely don't want to miss that. It's like coming to Rome. You can't miss it. It's just I love Rome. It's actually my favorite city on the mainland. And it's funny because the Sicilians agree with me. My Sicilian friends, I don't know if we're just kind of cut from the same cloth or whatever, because a lot of Americans prefer Florence and I prefer Rome. So, but anyway, so I thought about it because, I went to these other places and they were nice. But I have to say, I like it better over here. I think it's much more beautiful, but it's also, I come for the feel, not for just the tourist attractions and the tourist traps. I don't know. I know why I chose this place, but a few years back, I said out loud, I want to be near Palermo, and I want to be walking distance to the sea and walking distance to the piazza. And when I talked to my now friend, I was asking her about the house that her family had here. And I said, tell me about the house. She goes, well, it's right outside of Palermo. You can walk to the sea, and you can walk to the piazza. And I went, I think I'll take it. And that's how it all began. And I've made friends here. I want to go to places where I feel like I'm at home. I don't necessarily want to be, in the tourist section. I'd rather just be part of the community, and that's what I've done here in Terracini. And I've made lots of really wonderful, beautiful friends, and a few of my friends are coming for dinner tonight. I'm hosting. I don't know. I can't keep the air conditioner on at the same time as the oven, so I don't know what's going to happen. It'll blow a fuse. But anyway, so that's my opinion. I love this side of the island. It's beautiful. The other side is very beautiful as well. And I know that there's many more places that I haven't seen in Sicily. So I'm going to try and get to all those places so I understand all about this magnificent, beautiful paradise that I don't think people really realize how amazing it is. They don't realize it. So anyway, I spent yesterday afternoon with my family in Riesi, my father's mother's side of the family. And what an amazing, amazing day. Beautiful people, loving, smart, fun. And Angela, she looks just like my grandmother. It's unbelievable. I started crying when I saw her. She's a baker, just like my grandmother. She's showing me pictures of the pastries and the cakes that she made, and it's like she's a professional baker. And anyway, we spent the day together talking and laughing and learning about each other, and just, enjoying food and family and being together, and that was it. And so this morning I asked, what is family? And there's a lot of stuff about family, and here's what the problem is that I see. You see, number one, because our soul is a fragment of the divine, and the next person's soul is a fragment of the divine, and the next person's soul is a fragment of the divine, doesn't that make us family? Go on and on, right? Because we have not the same DNA and genetic makeup, although you can go back, and at some point I guess we're all related. But we are spiritually related because our souls are twins, like just a piece of, we're all the same spiritual makeup. And so I thought, well, if this is the case, I was asking these questions. If this is the case, then why do we treat each other the way we do? Why? Why do we have such rage and hate and manipulation and deceit and greed and trying to one up on the next person or trying to stick it to them? Why? The only thing I can come up with that, I feel like this was given to me, is because people don't realize who they are. You forgot. You knew before you came into time, space, reality. You knew because you took the job. You took the job. You chose it because free will is an eternal gift. You chose the job. You chose to be in your body. I chose to be in my body. Hello, with all the problems I struggled with. And I had to come to the realization that I chose this. And I could no longer blame anybody, including the divine, God, spirit, my higher power. I couldn't blame him for something that I chose. So if we choose who we are and all that comes with that, and we know this when we come into our bodies, and our bodies are just a wrapping for our spirit, our spiritual makeup. So instead of genetic makeup, our spiritual makeup. And the next person is the same, and they have the same spiritual makeup, then we're all family. But the problem is nobody realizes that their spirit is a piece of the divine, and that is the image and likeness of God, spirit, your higher power, whatever you want to call it. And if you recognize that in yourself, you'd have to logically come to the conclusion that we're all related because everyone has that spirit, that same piece of the divine. And when you look at something like this, you know that there's something bigger than us out there. When you look at this beauty, this natural beauty, you know that there's something bigger than ourselves. And isn't that what we want? We want to be part of something amazing, part of something that's bigger than ourselves. So we forgot who we are. We forgot that we're a part of one giant family, one gigantic family filled with cousins and brothers and sisters. And then we forget that, and then we come into our bodies, and we come into families that are not whole. We come into families that even if they're the most loving, many times that love comes with conditions. because everybody is trying to fill up their own cup by putting conditions on love instead of finding it within and knowing who they are. So now we put conditions on love. Oh, if you're a good boy or girl, I'll give you a hug, I'll give you a candy, or I'll give you, we can go to the movies. We put conditions on love. If you get good grades, I'll be really happy. If you become a doctor, that will really be great for our family. What a great image that would be. Listen to that. If you do this, I can love you more. If you lose weight, I'll like you. You'll be pretty. If you have a good job and have a lot of money, we can have a relationship. Think about that. Think about the conditions. So now, this is what we've been taught as little children. So not only do we have people in families that are awful, that are abusive, and parents torment their children, and older siblings torment their younger siblings, and then we go out in the world and we have our classmates who ridicule us or each other with malintention. And so this is what we learn about families. This is what we learn. We have families where you can't invite anybody else in because they're not welcome. And you have families where the door is open, but you better be a certain kind if you want to sit at our table. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we should align with people who who are abusive or who torture us or who are malintentioned or, come with the bad spirit. No, I'm not saying that. We do have to, from afar, know that they too are part of the bigger family, but that doesn't mean they need to be in our space. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we don't know what family is. And my cousin Conchetta said yesterday, this wise woman said yesterday, not very many people would do what you did to seek us out, find us. And they feel that it's such, not only a great honor for them, but it makes, this is what they feel. It makes me the kind of person they want in their life. They look at it as something beautiful that somebody really went to all this effort to find them. And I said, you're right. I asked one of my second cousins in the feast a couple of years ago, I said, hey, I found some family in Riesi. Are you at all interested? He goes, no, I'm not. All right, buddy, whatever. There's a really smart person for you. Intelligent, right? You know what I said to them? I said, there's no way that I'm staying stagnant. I want to grow as a person, and I want to know my family. I want to understand. And they have shown me an example of family that we don't see here. We don't see in America. You don't. Sitting around all day in 100-degree weather, for me. Who does that? That's family. That's family. Family is loving without condition, understanding, compassion, love. And when I think about it, maybe my cousin Sharon is, a distant cousin for me because of where we fall, but we're family. We're blood. And you don't have to be blood to be a family. Because if your family, your blood family, is toxic, find a spiritual family. If there are people in your family that are toxic, You got to let them go. Send them, arm's length. It's okay. You love them from afar. And understand that the meaning of family is not doing what other people that live in your same house want you to do. It's not living up to their ideas of what your life should be. Family is comprised of people who support you through all that you're doing and encourage you to be the best version of yourself, and you do in return. It's reciprocity. That's what family is. For me, family are my friends, friends are my family. And I have learned here in Sicily the deeper meaning of family. And I want you to come here and learn to be my family and the family of the people who you'll be on retreat with, and then go back and bring it to your community, to your people, to your family. I want you to come here and understand what it means to have the same spiritual makeup. There's only 2 days left for the early bird special. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss out on this. Come learn what a family is. A real family that supports and encourages, that loves, uplifts, serves, and serves back. So if you're ready to level up and align your life, if you're ready to understand the true meaning of family, and you want to experience joy, true love, love without condition, peace, and much, much more. And we're going to have a lot of fun. That too, we're going to have a lot of fun. I got to show you this. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to cook. We're going to see sacred sites. We're going to have healing circles, meditations, one-on-one with me. So much. You cannot put a price tag on the divine. So, in the name of family, I invite you to join me in Terracini, Sicily this September. There's 2 weeks to choose from. Second week is almost full. And this is going to be just an unbelievable experience. I'm so excited about it. So, I got to walk around these people. So, I hope you had an amazing weekend. I hope your weekend was filled with love and great food, great fun, laughter, joy, family, whatever. And I hope you have an amazing week. Happy Monday. I'll see you here in Terracini, Sicily this September. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. I love you. I do.